Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be taking some money to the bank. So with cash stuffing, naturally you sit at home with a lot of money because you're putting money into the binders, and um, I think the money it creeps up on you. You think, since in one envelope I've got 50 pula, and another I've got 13, there I've got 100. Collectively, that's a lot. It can be, the money can add up, and between the money that you spend throughout the month, sinking funds, challenges, and all of that, it can really become quite a lot of money. So there is a system that I learned when I started cash stuffing, that you can actually take the money to the bank and um, have some sort of representation of the money that you've taken to the bank. You can, of course, just have a piece of paper and write that my emergency fund, I put so much, and have a list of all the money and just use one bank account. But me, my brain doesn't work like that. I'm a visual person. I've got to see. So when I came across using placeholders, I thought this is just brilliant. So these are placeholders. This will represent 50 pula. If I've got this in my binder, in my envelope, I will know that I've got 50 pula in this category in the bank towards that particular category. So I found that it's been very helpful for me to keep track of the money that is in the bank, because the money that is in the bank is it's very easy to just have 5,000 pula in the bank and know that I've got 5,000 pula, but and then start using money and just thinking I've got money in the bank, and then the next thing you know, that money's, it's finished. But if it's like this, and I know that I've got my car funds, I've got 1,000 pula in the bank specifically for the car, I know that that's how much I'm going to spend towards the car, unlike just having money, just just money that hasn't been allocated a job. That's the one thing about cash stuffing that worked for me. It's just allocating money towards something. It's really a very beautiful system. I rave a lot about cash stuffing. If I'd known about cash stuffing like 20 years ago, I don't know where I'd be, or 10 years ago, I don't know where I'd be. Yeah, like I said, like I was saying, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be far. Let me just put it like that. I'd be far. But here I am. So this is my holiday binder. Mostly the money that I take to the bank, like this is money that I know that I won't be using in the near future. Like I know that I'm not gonna, sorry, I had a phone call, and I hope everything looks the same. Even though I do have all this money, there's money that I know that I'm not going to use in the immediate future. Like in my holiday binder, for instance, there's money that like Christmas money, for example. Sorry, keep bumping the tripod. Like Christmas money is only going to be used in December, so, or October, or whenever, but it's not going to be used now. And okay, right now I don't have much in there, but I think you sort of get the picture. But the money that I'm going to be taking to the bank, okay, like in this case, there's my anniversary money. I'm only going to, my anniversary is on the 27th of November, and it's starting to build up. So what I do, I only take 50 pula and above to the bank. 20 pulas and what I don't take, unless it's like collective 20 pulas, like if I've got 60 pula, or I've got um just more than 50 pula. Let me put it like that, more than 50 pula. So it's a 50 pula like this. 50 pula and above, I will take to the bank. So now I've still got a 50 pula as representation. Is I made these, by the way. I made these. It's just, you can just have a piece of paper like what I used to do when in the beginning. I had, let me just show you real quick. So in the beginning, I just made these. It's just like manila paper. Just had this, and I just put 100. This would represent 100 pula. So since then, I've, you kind of want to make it look nice, but this is totally not necessary at all. It's just that I can and I want to. So that's 50 pula in there. Also, I think Black Friday, yes, Black Friday has quite a bit in there. It's not quite a bit, it's got 150. So I guess I can take this 100, the whole 150 to the bank. As it is, like I was saying, 20 pula, I won't take a 20 pula like this back to the bank and have a 20 pula placeholder. I don't really like doing that. I could, of course. There's no rule that said that I can't, but I just choose not to. So, but if it's like 5 of them now, it's 100 pula, and I can, you know, take it to the bank like that. So, that's 150. So now I've got 150 pula as a representation in here. I know that towards Black Friday, I've got 150. So that's all. All these other ones don't really have a lot of money in them. So that is my holiday binder done. So like I was saying, look at this. Only 50 pula was in my anniversary, and you might think, it's not a lot, but if it's 50 pula here, like I was saying, 20 pula there, it does become a bit much. And then I've also got my sinking fund binder here. I've got car funds for Ruby. Car's name is Ruby if you're watching for the first time. Oh, by the way, my name is Terry, and I am a cash stuffer from Botswana, and I use the cash envelope method, cash stuffing method, and a zero-based budget to manage our finances. That's how I got this money in here. I've got videos kind of explaining, or I've got videos cash stuffing, so you can just have a look at those and see what I'm talking about. Now 200 pula is in maintenance, so then I've got a 200 pula placeholder, and I'm just going to put it in there. And in car maintenance, I've still got 200 pula. In service, I've got 100. So I'm going to take 100 pula and put it back there. And insurance, also got 100. And I'm going to put 100 pula in there as a representation. And then if I do need to use this, it's accessible, of course. So it's just safety, it's just safer to not have this money in the bank. 200 pula. I have to be careful not to make mistakes. Like in the previous video, I made some mistakes, but you know, I fixed them. 200 pula again in tires, and 200 pula placeholder. And that is just registration. I don't think I'm gonna need this one in June. I'm 150 in June. Shouldn't I? Yeah, I think I should. I hadn't planned to put this in the bank, but I think I'm going to. So 150 is going into registration. Most of these are not laminated, but this is like one of the first ones that I did, and then the lamination wasn't perfect. Yeah, so I thought I'm not laminating these anymore. Okay, also my emergency fund. My emergency fund is also, I'm taking that to the bank. Look at me and my mistakes. I didn't even take out the 150 from here. I just put in the placeholder. Yo, guys, don't know what happens when I'm filming. My brain just switches off. Okay. So emergency fund, I took out the 100 pula, so I've got to put in 100 pula. I've still got 120 in there, and I haven't even updated my trackers. Plane ticket as well. I don't even know when I'm going to do this, but anyway. Oh, actually, that's 250. I think I've got it. Yeah, I've just got a 250 placeholder, 250 pula. I've still got 250 in there. And yeah, my son's medical has 60 pula, so I'm taking out the 50 pula and I'm replacing it with a 50. Yeah, I'm replacing it with, yes, it still has a 60 pula in there. And then my halape has 200. I'm taking that to the bank. 200 pula. And this process here, it really helps me sleep at night. It really does. And then I've got 100 pula in vacation, and I'm putting 100 pula in here. Okay, so I think that is it. I don't have any money in my low priority, so that is that for that binder. And then the final one is my home binder. This binder here, I don't plan to use these funds anytime soon as well. So I thought they're better off in the bank as well. And then in here, I've got 100 Bula in appliances. So I can put 100. And then in security, how much have I got? I've got 130, but I'm just doing the 100. I've still got 130 in there. So what I like to do is I like to stuff this like 2 months and then take it to the bank. Yeah, that just works for me. Then a 50 Bula in decor, 50 Bula here. And then outdoors also has a 50. Furniture. Excuse me. Something's happening with my throat. 50 Bula as well. My gosh, I'm out of 50s. And then in here, also I've got a 50. Home maintenance. Also got a 50, but I'm out of 50s. Let me just try and find another 50. Okay, I found an older 50 that I did some time ago. Yeah, and I still got an 80 in there. And then pets has got, I think, 30 Bula. Yeah, so I'm not taking that to the bank. Okay, home insurance should have 100. 20, 40, 60, 81. So that's 100. I'm putting in 100. Okay, pool cover should also have 100, 20, 40, 60, 81, 100, and I'm putting 100. Pull up placeholder, and home maintenance also has 100. Yeah, and then that's my last 100. And I think that should be everything. It wasn't all that much, or it didn't seem like all that much, but I've got a 200. I don't know if I made a mistake because I thought I counted these properly, but here we are. So now let's count to see how much I've got. I should have, I'm not sure how much I should have because I hadn't planned to put in my son's medical and registration. I think I should have about 200 Bula or 250 Bula more. Let's see. That's 1,000. Yeah, that's 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 850. And then 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. That is 300. So 2,550 Pula going back to the bank. I don't know, somebody might think, 2,500 isn't a lot. For me, it's a ton of money. It's a lot of money. If you knew where I was before I started cash stuffing, it's just a beautiful feeling to be able to do this. It's such a beautiful feeling. So that is all that I had for you today, guys. And I, this money is not going to one account. By the way, I can't do it. I think I'm just going to show you a little bit of how I do it. This is last year's, by the way. So I've got like I'll have a Smega account and the BSB account and this, my Zaka, and I'll write here emergency fund. So only emergency fund money would go in here, and that will be my balance. That's kind of how I do it. Only emergency fund, like, oh, my sister, I just crossed out her name, but it was my sister's. She had asked me to, put some money away for her, so I just stashed it in here. That's my Zaka. And then in Smega, I had the high priorities except emergency fund. Every time I took out money, I'd highlight that I've taken that money out. And then also in here, I would have all my challenges. I had them in one place. So I was just trying to show you that you don't, I had a question, I had a comment, and they were like, do you keep all of this money in one account? For me, it would be way too overwhelming. You can just have one sheet like this, maybe not, layout. Maybe the layout wouldn't be like this, but you would have a date, what the money was for, and the balance or whatever in the account. You can have something like this. This sort of gives you an idea. It doesn't have to look exactly like this, but it can give you an idea of, just to keep a track of the money that is in the bank. That was in the binders, because the binders for me is allocation. I've got money in the binder. I've allocated it towards something, and I'm a visual person. Maybe I'm just a slow person. I don't know, but it just works for me better. Gosh, I'm rambling today. Thank you. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.